1 2 check 1 2. I hope this works. All right. So here's how you like make a song for real. Right, whole song. We not gonna play this bitch yet. We gonna see how it starts. So we start with chords. That's how I like to. Actually, no. Matter of fact, I started with the drums on this one. I'm lying. Right. I started with the right basic 808 with limiter, and then I made the drum pattern. It's all separated right now. You could, if you have a whole bunch of thing in one thing, like a whole bunch of I don't know, whatever, you can hit split by channel right there, so you can like arrange it easier, right? But I started with where the fuck the hi hats at, man? Right here. Started with the hi hats. You know, sort of bouncy, right? It doesn't really make too much sense without the clap. So here it is. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do, but fuck it. We got the snare. I put that on top. Pretty basic. And then I got the pattern for the 808 first, right? The actual notes that came later, to be honest, but here's the basic pattern. Excuse me. And like I laid out the notes at first, like with this like swing of the notes, like you see how they're moving, then up, and then they're back at that same note. Like it wasn't exactly the same, but that's what you have to do with their creative process. Like let it look rough. You know what I mean? All right. And then after I had the 808s, I went straight to the melody. Right. This is from the Chiltendo pack. Go download that shit if you haven't yet, bro. It's real sauce. Right. Made it out the sound fonts. Sound fonts are the method, bro. Right. Look, monkey marimba. Goddamn. So what's special about this is the groove. Like you see that do da do da do da da that, like that little, it has a lot of groove. That's straight note placement. But the actual chords are pretty simple. Like it's if I could play this bitch, man, if I could find the damn notes. But yeah, right. I'm probably gonna cut that out. I'm not really good on the piano, but then the next instrument I added was Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. It's a very simple, like, just literally, but it repeats, which shows, I don't know, like it's supposed to, like, as this changes and this stays the same, like I see that trick in so many songs and it just works. It just sounds good. I don't know what it is about it, but it works. But if you would notice, if you would look at the note placement here, I'm like, if only I fucking knew how to like scroll properly. Oh, it's an option. Right. If you look at the note placement, it hits on the same, like right after that little extra note I got. Right, so it fits into the groove very nicely. That's the most important part of these notes. They just like enunciate on that groove. Next part I added was this little, right, and then this little weird ass John. But this is what sells, like, changes in the beat, because I made it like pretty early on making the beat, but I added it so much later. Sounds like shit, right? But if you listen to the whole thing, which we will right quick. I got bunnies in my pockets. We call that push. Some rowdy kids in the city. Like you could just. All right, I'm gonna let that shit shut up right quick. All right, so like you could barely just hear it in there, but you know what I mean. Like it sells the change. It sells the change music. I'm not listening to this again until we listen to the whole song, because that delay, lasts like 3 hours, and I'm not here for that, man. Right, and the next part was clay fighter. Fucking yeah, very repetitive guitar riff, and you throw it in the beat here and there just for some variation. And then, all right, let's give you all the melodies together. Because it's an audible difference, and that's all it needs to be. You know, it's an audible difference, and that's all it needs to be. You heard me? Right? And then here's the last instrument I added, just for the mix-up, for the bridge. That's what they call it. You know, some bells from Chrono Trigger. I'm not gonna front. I'm not even gonna front of you. I was like, you know what? Let me take out everything and add something new. So I put, you know, I didn't even play all the drums, so this is a perfect opportunity to do it. I was like, so my creative process is just hearing things, which is, it sounds weird. Like I heard this lick right here, the do. But notice, it's this part is very simple. It's whoops, fuck it, man. You hear it, do. That just repeats. I mean, I moved that forward a little bit just for a little bit extra variation. But other than that, like, it's the same thing. The only thing that changes is the undernote. And then boom, that's the same. Boop, 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 boop. But that's literally all the movement of the melody. That is the only part of the melody that moves for real. And that's it, man. That's the whole beat, actually. We just ran through that bitch. But let's excuse me. Let's talk about rapping though. Right? So this is how I started. I stole flows. Stealing flows from Kodak, I ain't say it first. The Lord knows that I'm blessed, but sometimes I feel cursed. That's literally just a bar out one of Kodak's songs. Lord knows that I'm blessed, but sometimes I feel cursed. That's Pert by Kodak. That's literally just I ripped that shit and made a bar out of it. And that's bar number one. And then on top of that, I thought, what rhymes with that I came up with? I thought of worse. And I thought about hurt the worst. What hurts the worst? And I was like, oh, hollow tips. How can I bring hollow tips to 4 bars? So let's start with, oh, you made a mistake, so I'm gonna give you some hollow tips. That was my idea, and then I fleshed it out with, oh, talking down on the gang of your mistakes. That's the worst. People usually say that was your worst mistake, but you could just flip that shit, bro. Just cause mistake is at the end doesn't mean you can't flip that shit, man. You could fillet your words as much as you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking on the gang of your mistakes, but that's the worst. Hollow tips, I swear to God, they going the worst. Right, for sure. Now we got the next bar. Big shout out my ex, she was just the worst. I just said worse again. I got stuck on worse. And for you, bitch, I wish the worst. But hey, man, that's all it has to be. And literally, it's a simple song, man. It's very simple. But I had to flesh some shit out, man. I was trying to make that merge. You hear me? And then this was cool, right? Because I created empty space. Shout out Tumphy. It was his idea. I took it from one of his videos. And then I put my voice in the middle of that emptiness. I'm gonna turn that fucking delay off. It's getting on my nerves. That's not it. Shit. Freestyle flows like Michael Phelps. Looking in the mirror, man, I'm feeling myself, and I'm stealing flows again, but don't worry about it. I got money coming in, but ain't not all of it's green. All right, so what I did here was, once again, I'm stealing flows. This is from the In This Bitch freestyle, the 17-minute freestyle by Juice World. 17-minute freestyle. I'm gonna say it again, 17-minute freestyle. And then I stole another bar. Feeling myself, and I'm stealing flows again, but don't worry about it. I got this right here is just a bar from my old song I made. I got money coming in, but ain't not all of it's green. I got Benjis in my pocket, guess we call that blue cheese. I just stole that shit from myself, man. You reuse bars all the time, bro. Rappers do it all the time. There's no shame. There's some rowdy kids in the city, we ducking police. It's a bad habit, I can't be nowhere without my team. That was like, I freestyled that shit off the dome. I didn't come up with it. It just came to me. That's how I make a lot of my music. But the one issue with that is it's a little bit hard to teach other people how to do that, because I don't really know how I do it myself. But YouTube is your best friend, man. Literally. Hey, and I'm just making statements. I'm not really trying to ramble. I'm just making statements. Look at my bank statement. Damn, that shit negative as fuck. I'm really paped up. And that's an oxymoron. That's what's in my cup. That was also just freestyling. But right, I was sipping on some shit earlier today, right? So I had my cup on my. As a matter of fact, I looked at my cup and I was like, I need to make a bar about the cup. You know what I'm saying, right? It's just rap about your environment. Think about your environment, and I think that's the best method. Like this is no lie. So there wasn't an oxymoron in my cup. The bar there was to be, oh, there's oxy in my cup. I don't do no oxy kind. I don't do none. That's not for me. But shit, man, just rap about your environment, and you might fib here and there, but it's all good, man. Niggas be capping in they raps all the time. But shit, that's it, man. I was listening to the whole. I didn't even play the kicks. I did, but I didn't explain them. You just play some on the 808. Right. But like, this is a beat, so a half a beat. I think that's about a half a beat before. Like, that's like the grooviest pattern. It's people use it in so many songs, but for good reason. I know. Here's the whole thing, and we gonna throw the delay back on. Oh, you know what? Because this is important. Looking at sound structure, the song structure. I mean, right. So we have the intro where it's just melody. So it's like it's an exposition to what's gonna play for most of the song. So we start with what's really the meat of the song, which is this melody. This is where it all comes from. And then next, you cut up the drums. This is how I like to start my songs, right? The meaty melodies, then just the drums. And then you bring in the 808. Because that's how most trap songs are. They start with like a simple, and then they build up more and more. And I like that method. But I do it differently. I expand upon it. Because that's what music is. You do things your way. Because you have that freedom. That's the point. And then I just threw in this for the bridge. This little pretty cool thingamajig right there. You feel me? And then that's it, bro. Well, the bridge. So this plays for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It plays for 6 bars, and then to a 2-bar bridge, or it's really 4, right? A 4-bar bridge into 6 more bars. 6, 4, 6. That's 18 bars. That's about the length of a song. Most songs, it ends up being a minute and 48 seconds. Excuse me. Yeah. And then this is basically just the same MIDI part right here, bringing the guitar back. But we have it. This is the thing that trap beats do. They just add more and more as the song goes on. That's why we have the ambiance. We could do it with another like more melodic part, but I think it was enough melodies. Like anything more like melodic than that, I thought that would be too much. But yeah, man. You feel me? All right, this is the whole beat. We done. Stealing folks is cold, I ain't say it first. The Lord knows that I'm blessed, but sometimes I feel cursed. Talking on the gang of your mistakes, but that's the worst. I look tips, I swear to God, they go with the worst. They shot out my ex, but she was just the worst. And for you, bitch, I wish the worst. And for you, bitch, I wish the worst. These stop foes like Michael Phelps. No looking in the mirror, man, I'm feeling myself. And I'm still foes again, but don't worry about it. I got money coming in, man, I always I got bennies in my pocket, just we call that bitches. Some rowdy kids in the city, we ducking bitches. It's a bad habit, I can't be nowhere without my team. Yeah, and that's how you do it. Let me tell you though, I do have the AKGs. That's my one piece of equipment aside from this here MacBook. That's all that I recorded this with. But let me while we here, let me put y'all onto some sauce. Right, I put y'all onto Chiltendo already. But the only other thing that I have in here that is like an external plug-in. What the fuck what is this doing? Oh shit. All right. On the vocals, I have Greylon 3. This is free. This is the free version, yeah, at least. Is it on right? Is it armed? That would have fucked up my recording if it was. But right, that's really it. Other than let's go through all of them. Right, we have Fruity Limiter. You got Effector, Flanger, Fruity Soft Clipper. Like, look how simple these effects are. Fruity Delay 3 and just a limiter on the vocals. And I made them louder. Like, that's what you want to do with a limiter. Like, to get your vocals to the right level. You don't want to, like, that's really all that I use limiters for vocals. Just to get things to the right amount of loudness. Not to, like make it sound any different type of way. Like it's a compressor or something. But I don't even know what compressors really do. So, I never hear the difference. But yeah, man, and to record in FL Studio, you right click, you hit track mode, you hit audio track, and then you select wherever you want to put it. And then you go to that track, and then this one, and then you select right here, and put it to something else that's not none. All right, on a new thing, you hit that and put it to the next open insert. So that you can tweak your effects without having to actually tweak the recorded vocals. Because if you have effects on the insert that it's recording onto, then it'll be stuck with those effects and they can't be changed because it was recorded that way, as if it's an instrument. So just make sure you do that. That step is very important, right? You see how it's looped there and then it has all the effects. This is completely empty. It's unchanged. But this has, your leveling and stuff, right? Yeah, man, that's how you make music on a MacBook with FL Studio. This isn't pirated. I bought FL Studio quite some time ago. My first experience was definitely on a pirated FL Studio, but man, that's the past. At some point, not everything you can pirate, and it's investing in the community that's getting you where you're at. I mean, you're not gonna talk to the people that make your plugins most likely, but it's still what you're making music with. It's how you're making art. But shit, go pirate whatever you can, man. I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not here to give a speech about how piracy is wrong. I've pirated many things in my life. But, my favorite plugin was that pirated patch of serum that I had. But, that's an old laptop. I don't even got that shit no more. But, let's see, if I had bought it, I would have it. I'm just looking for a new crack now. But, anyways, that's enough of my app. Thank you for watching.